Hey, and welcome to the final vlog update of 2024. Wow, hey, I am so excited in ways that I can't even really articulate because I don't think I fully understand them myself. But not only has this been an epic year, but I'm so excited for what's coming up in 2025 and beyond. I just have this incredible feeling of optimism and energy and hope about it all. And as you probably know, if you know me, I'm all over the woo woo stuff, right? I'm very much a person of the idea that we can't even begin to comprehend what we don't comprehend about existing. And I think that's really going to become apparent over the coming period, into this new year and beyond. I think one solar cycle from now, 1 year from now, a lot of people won't even recognize the world that they're in. I think it's going to be a massive year of change on so many levels. So I'm so excited. Um, but into the nuts and bolts of things, I hope that I will still be able to get my Starseeds Wanted Inquire Within album out amidst all of the exciting kerfuffle that's to come. And well, I'm sure I will in one way or another, and it will come out in exactly the way and time and form that it will, that it is going to anyway, regardless. And I'm just really here along for the ride, and I'm so excited to see how it's going. Um, but practical, real world processes and things. Production is, again, it's such a huge time for a lot of people, and I think a lot of people across the board are kind of finding it challenging to keep up with the things that they had anticipated they will be able to. So I also, of course, am kind of in that boat, but I'm just trying to flow with it and give people the space to create what it is that wants to be manifested through them. And that means at the moment, just going with the flow of production. I've got a handful of pieces still that are awaiting the production completion part of the job. And then once those are ready, those will get flicked over to Dees, but that actually works out really well for timing because Dees had to unexpectedly move house in the middle of December, which threw a bit of a spanner into his plans, I think. But he's going to be able to dive back into mixing and mastering for Starseeds Wanted Inquire Within once he's settled into his new digs. And conveniently, synchronistically, question mark, that will probably coincide with the remaining production work to get to him. So perfect timing, right? All it all works out. And so, of course, that means though that it will. I'm still hoping to have a Q1 2025 album release. I'm thinking late March at this stage to give a realistic amount of space for everyone to wrap up the bits and bobs. And yeah, it's gonna turn out however it turns out, and it's going to be amazing and beautiful, and I'm so excited for it. And I think that is the kind of energy that I want to take into the new year in general. It's just this incredible time, like I said, and in the new year I'm really gonna consolidate, I think, my decision. Because if you recall my last blog update, I was this close to burning myself out over the past term with my new sort of teaching facilitation work. Again, if you haven't been following the vlog for the whole time it's been going, last year, in 2022, I finally took the plunge and moved from sort of office monkey life, which I'd been doing for my entire career for like basically 20 years, doing various sorts of project management and communications across a number of different sectors, but always in those kinds of roles, and basically a sort of desk job, office based job. but it wasn't fulfilling for me, and I knew that I couldn't be active in that space for much longer because I didn't have that energy in me anymore to devote to things that I didn't believe in, that I didn't feel were the best expression of what I want to do while I'm here. So I instead took the plunge and began teaching in a sort of, well, it's not full time because I'm not teaching full time. I'm part time. I've basically been part time for this past year because I want to have space to pursue my creative projects, my creative work as well. So I've got this new career redirection as of last year. So I guess it's been 18 months now since I took the plunge and went into teaching entirely as my sort of day job kind of thing, like my income earning thing, right? Teaching in the adult education space, and it's been amazing. I've loved it. But as I have tended to do in the past, I got probably a bit overconfident or a bit overly optimistic or something about my workload capacities. And this past term in October, I agreed to deliver way more courses than I was, really realistically able to comfortably chew. um, Between October and December, I ended up delivering 8 different courses in that, 3-month time span, most of them, ongoing in parallel with each other, as, happens across an entire term of, the calendar. 8 different courses, 2 of which I had to develop entirely myself on the fly with no existing resources for me to use. I had to basically had to write and structure and plan the entire course for both of those courses. And I mean, I'm doing that for most of the courses I deliver largely, but usually I have at least some other resources, some pre-existing resources to draw upon, which was the case for 6 of those 8 deliveries, but for 2, there was nothing. I just had to, Google up what I could and, draw on pre-existing materials that I have, and just create those entirely myself out of nothing on the fly, which was intense. So, those 12 weeks, they were absolutely banana pants. And so I'm not doing that again. And I've already told, so I work with a couple of different organizations that I facilitate and teach for. I've already told that person, look, this isn't something that I'm going to be able to do sustainably. So in the future, I'm going to have to decline any further deliveries where I'm requested to develop the entire course essentially for free as well. It's not like I was getting paid extra for that course development work, which was also not ideal, especially because it took so much time and energy and effort on my part. But again, we live and learn, right? And I've made it clear, I was happy to do it that time. I knew that they were kind of in a bit of a bind, and I like to help out as I can, but not in future will I be doing that for them. So yeah, either I'm going to have to get paid to actually develop courses in addition to delivering them, or I'm going to need those resources, or at least some resources, to use for those deliveries. So anyway, I have really rambled on about that. So apologies if that sounded like a bit of a whinge, but it's not intended that way. It's just, realizing that I do have limits, and I will, in order to preserve my own energy and my time and ability to engage with things that I really want to do, I'm going to have to draw a kind of line and say, I'm able to do this, but I'm going to have to decline these other things. And that already has just been so freeing. Just the idea that, no, I can say no. I can prioritize according to what my heart wants to prioritize. And that is going to be, I think, my I guess one of the energies that I'm going to take with me into 2025 in the new year, it's all going to be about alignment and going with my gut and what it is that I feel drawn to give my energy to at any given time. And that is going to be what I'm going to do with my, at least start of 2025, well, hopefully ongoing as well. Yeah, I'm going to completely rephrase what I just said. I'm going to say that is, something I'm going to be living from now on is alignment, increasing alignment, optimizing alignment, all of those wonderful things. And that includes with health, because of course, with all that craziness over the past term, health kind of took a back seat. I was eating badly. I wasn't getting enough exercise. I wasn't keeping promises that I'd made to myself about how much exercise I was going to get and how much nutrition I was going to try to work in a little bit more effectively. But again, that's something else that I'm going to work in into the new year, is taking care of this body and this mind and this energy that I have to really do exciting things into the coming year and beyond. And it's going to require some recalibration. So, for example, my weekly singing, my weekly cover practice videos, I think I'm going to shift the days around. I think there's going to be a Monday from now on, moving forward into the new year. I'm going to be doing the singing covers on Mondays, and I might not do a monthly vlog update anymore. I might just do vlog updates as I feel the whim to do. And I think that would be really in line with what I've just said. Hey, sort of not have I haven't done the vlog update this month, I better do that, blah, blah, blah. I'll just do it as and when and if the fancy strikes me. And I think that will be a really good way to express and to sort of follow my gut and my heart and do what whatever I feel called to do at any given time. It'll be a good new step in that, I think. So on that note, I wish you a wonderful close to 2024. I hope it has been as full of growth and excitement and happiness and joy and whatever it is that you seek, and that your coming year and beyond will be even more full of beauty. Sending you all my love.